Good morning. It is 10:49 a.m. on Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I've been up for a little bit. This is 5 more minutes. So, I slept in today. Rocket woke me up pretty early, and then I went back to bed. But then I woke up again at 9:30, and then I watched the new episode of Loki before getting to here. But boy, yeah, I needed that sleep apparently, and my back is still bothering me a little bit. It's interesting because it mostly seems to kind of go away as I'm up and moving around and walking around. But then when I lie back down and am stationary in bed for a little while, it stiffens up again. So hopefully, now that I have been to the grocery store, I got some more vitamin D. Hopefully that will, uh, do its work, and it'll kind of go away as I try to keep it stretched out and stuff like that. I'm doing okay. Like I said, it feels fine when I'm kind of up and moving around. It's mostly just like when I stay in one position for too long, it starts to tighten up. But that's how it goes. So, um, the I feel like the Loki TV show. Again, I'm not going to spoil except to just say general impressions for where we are right now, which is 5 out of 6 total episodes. I really like it. I feel like you know with both the WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier shows, I cared about the characters, but maybe less so the plots. Um, it was really more kind of like well, I like these people. I'll just check in on what they're up to, and it's not the most exciting thing ever, but yeah, sure. I like hanging out with them, but this show does feel I'm interested in the plot on top of really liking all the characters, and it's so I'm certainly happy to be spending time with the characters, but I'm also really like, where is this going to go? It's exciting, and I mean, I have suspicions, of course, just based on outside knowledge, but it's good. Um, we had a good session of Dungeons and Dragons last night, getting back into the swing of things. Um, after a week off, uh, I was feeling a little bit anxious ahead of it, just because I think I felt like I still had vacation brain, but it still went pretty well. One of the things that I introduced in this one is not a new concept to Dungeons and Dragons or role playing games in general by any stretch, but it's not something that I've done a whole lot of, which is formal skills challenges, which is to say, in Dungeons and Dragons, like you are very commonly, whenever you make a roll for something, you have a skill modifier, and you roll a d20 and you add your modifier to it, and that determines whether you succeed or fail. But and certainly sometimes you're in full combat, and then sometimes you're kind of in loose combat, or you know just following things as they go. But a skills challenge is a little bit more formal. That's where you say, okay, I'm going to set a difficulty of say 16, and we're going to keep doing rolls, and you need to get 5 successes before you get 4 failures, and that will sort of there's you kind of make a branch point in the story, and it's like, depending on whether they which happens first, that determines kind of the path that the story takes for the next little bit. And one of the neat quirks of it is that we don't have any kind of initiative, so people just go in whatever order feels right to them. But also, you can't double up on skills. So, for example, if someone uses their perception to say, I'm looking to see um, if we can find a good place to land, then the next person can't use perception, even if it's one of their better skills. Now, what I will say is that through a combination of some pretty lucky dice rolls and perhaps me setting the difficulty too low, um, the party last night in the skills challenge managed to get 5 successes before even a single failure. But it had a nice payoff, which I won't get into. But so I thought that was kind of a neat structure that I enjoyed implementing, and I will probably do more of those in the future. So I'll go ahead and leave it there for now. I'm going to make myself some breakfast, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.